As it is. Okay. Okay. Once again, you're most welcome to this training, and I have been telling you. My name is Nanono Harriet. I'm a V3. I'm repeating this for the purpose of our recording. I'm a V3. I've been in this business for the last 1 year and 5 months. I'm almost making 1 year and a half. Joined in 2021, and we are moving forward. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. My main goal is to help as many people change their lives financially through crypto trading. And that's what we do. That's what we are doing. And we are doing whatever we can to make sure that everyone is achieving from this. We are doing whatever we can to see that each and everyone at least grasps something from this kind of business. We are doing our best to make sure that at least everyone learns this skill of trading, because it is a lifetime skill. It is a lifetime skill. You can even pass it over to your children, and then you make a living using our phones, using our laptops, using our everything, any gadget that you can use in order to log into the 2 applications that we are using. That is the Royal Queue, where our robot sits, and it is using artificial intelligence to do for us the trading. And then also one of the exchanges that you choose to use. Basically, mainly we are using Binance, the number one biggest and largest cryptocurrency exchanger or digital bank. And then others use Huobi. In case you cannot use Binance, you can use Kraken, you can use Indodax, and then Coinbase Pro. Those are the exchanges that we are using when we are doing the trading. As I said earlier, we are doing spot and margin trading. We are not doing futures. We are not staking. Maybe at some point we shall start teaching people how to do holding. Someone was asking, what is holding? We need a lesson about holding. We shall teach you, because as we are making profits in the trading, you need to invest it. You need to invest it. You make $30. Don't eat all the $30. Don't eat all the $30. Maybe put 10 in holding, buy a certain coin, keep it for long term, keep it for 5 years, keep it for 2 years, and so on. So we shall have a lesson on that. Today we are going to talk about margin calls. We have always been telling people, we have always been making it a song. We have made rounds talking about that. When we are trading, please don't put all your capital all at once, but set margin calls. Buy in bits, buy in quantities, buy in lots. I don't know how I can as well put it, but we don't need to put all our money all at once. Buy in different levels. Those are the ones that we call margins, and that's what I'm going to explain this evening. When you are trading with margins, it will save you a lot. It will help you to make a lot of money even when the coins have gone in the dip. It will help you to expose a little of your capital upwards, and you put much of your capital in the down margin, in the margin calls which are down, and then you'll be buying a lot at low prices, and which means you are going to accumulate more assets at lower prices, and that one will help you make more profits at the end of the day. I'm going to share my screen, and then we see when we talk about margin calls, what do we mean? Allow me share my screen. I'm going to start with the whiteboard. When we are buying, I said, every time we go to the market, the first buying, when you have set a trade, when the robot buys at first time, we call that one first buy in amount. First buy in amount. That is what the robot goes with in the market. It is called the first buy in amount. And after the first buy in amount, don't put all your money there. The other times that the robot is going to buy, we call them margin calls. We call them margin calls. You can have as many margin calls as possible. You can have 1, 2, you can have 10, you can have 20, you can have 30 margin calls, you can have 40 margin calls, depending on the money that you are having. So if you learn how to distribute the money that you are having equally well, using the margin calls and then the margin call drops that we always share in the signals, you will enjoy trading. You will never be bothered even when the trade goes against you and the coin dips for you. You will be able to be buying even when in the dip, and then you'll be making money even when the trade is in the dip. Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about is about these margin calls. As I said, margin calls, that is buying in, you buy from here, and then when it goes down, you buy from here, you buy from here, you buy from here, you buy from here, you buy from here. All these ones are margins. And then you always set what we call the margin call drops. You make call drops. Call drops according to how you want, or according how the signal can as well come, or according to how you have analyzed how that trade is going to move. You can say that according to the analysis that I have done, the coin will drop at least 4%. If you have seen that one, that it is going to drop by 4%, then divide your money in the 4%. You can say that I want it to buy 4 times, whereby it buys when it drops by 0 or by 1%. It means you are going to have 4 margin calls. 4 margin calls when it is dropping 1%, 1%, 1%. So when you add these ones together, they make the 4%. The margin call drop that has been shared in the group, that is what you are going to divide. That is what you are going to divide according to the capital that you are having. When you are having little money, little capital, like maybe $100, make sure that you are dividing your $100 equally in the 4%, because the person who has done the analysis has seen that this coin, from where we are going to start from here, it is going to drop by 4% before it goes up again to shoot and then sell at the 2%, which you have set as the take profit ratio. I don't know whether people are following me. And then if you have done the division very well, then you can go and set your margin calls. Let me take an example. Let's see an example of a signal which has been shared. A signal, in case a signal has been shared. Where is a signal? When I look at the game changers signals, they came very early in the morning. Today the market has been not so good, but at least we had a signal at 1 p.m. Now, when we look at this trade, they said buy GMT, take 2%, that is sell at 2% from the price we shall buy at, and then we are going to buy at 0.439, and then the margin call drop, they said 3%. The margin call drop is 3%. Now, what are you going to do? They have said 3%. That is the margin call drop. Okay. The margin call drop is 3%. Now, you are going to divide this according to the money that you are having. You can say, I have
can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
No.
Even the whiteboard?
No.
Okay. Now, can you see it?
We're seeing.
Now you're seeing the whiteboard.
We're seeing the whiteboard, everything you're writing, we're seeing it.
Okay, please. Okay, please. Someone was saying, yes, we are
No.
following, we are not seeing, we are still seeing whiteboard. Share the screen, please. Okay. I think we have shared. I've said in the other signal, they are saying 3%, that is our margin call drop. By the time someone shares that this coin is going to drop by 3%, he has done the analysis, he has looked at very many things. We look at very many things. We look at the indicators, we look at the candles, we listen to news here and there because we are in a financial market. Financial markets are driven by news and other things, apart from the candles, apart from the indicators. Now you see.
We have it now.
Okay. So they have said 3%. So you are having your $500. You are having your $500. That is your capital that you are having. And you want to divide this $500 in a trade into 3%. Now what you do, it is always important, expose 20%. 20% of your capital, 20% of your capital in the first 4 margin calls. Then the other money, the 80%, let it be in the 5th call, 6th, 7th, and so on. Why? Because the first buying amount, the first margin call, second, third, and 4th, these ones are regarded as one position and they are sold at once. They are sold at once. So if you get your 80% of your capital and you divide it in the first buying amount is first, second, third, and 4th, and then the coin keeps going down and then it goes down, it buys the 5th call, 6th, 7th, 8th, and this way you put there small money. So a small comeback, a small rise in the market, the 8th call will be sold, the 6th, 7th, and then the 5th, they will be called, and you will make small money, $0.1. Yet much of your money will be stuck here and you will stay in the market for so long when you are not making money, waiting for the coin to shoot up and then it goes up 2% in order to sell all what you have as one position, and it will take you so long. For someone who has divided the money 3% and you divide 20% is in the first buying amount and then the first 4 margin calls, then the biggest amount is down here. You will make money. You can find a trade which is going to stay. You can find a trade, it bought the first buying amount, first call, second, third, and 4th. And then it has bought the 5th, and then 6th, and the 7th. And then it keeps on rotating around here the whole day. It is going down, it is buying all the 3. It is going up, it is selling all of them. And then it goes down, it buys, it goes up, it sells them. Or even it can be rotating around one margin call. It drops, it buys it. It goes up, it sells. It goes down, it buys it. It goes up, it sells it. And if you had put much money in the 7th call, you'll be making bigger profits as you are waiting for the trade to shoot up to sell the first calls and then the trade gets out. I don't know whether I am understandable there. I don't know whether you can get what I'm saying. And then if it is yes, go to the chat room and then type 1. And then we continue. I want to check if people are following, and then, okay, I am seeing someone says I haven't understood personally. As the rest, as I have a question, please, Irene Ongom, we shall have time for questions. We've really not understood. Hey, solo. Others are putting one, and then for you, you have not understood. Really, you have not understood anything. It is Solomon who has not understood anything.
I've
Let me
understood,
repeat.
madam, but not very well.
Oh.
Yes, I'm still lacking on the understanding. Small, but I understand the concept, but not very well.
Okay. Finally, I will go to the application, to the Royal Q application, and then we see it physically, practically, not physically, but practically. Okay. Let me repeat again. When we are buying and we are putting in trades, we are buying using margins. We don't expose all our capital at once. We don't want to put it all in at once. Why? Because these trades, because these coins, when they are moving, all these trades that we are, when they are moving, they move like this. They move in a zigzag way, okay? They move in a zigzag way. They don't just, a trade doesn't just go straight up. Or even when it is falling down, it doesn't just fall down all straight. It keeps on doing these movements. Now, we can enter a trade here, and then it moves, it reaches here, then it comes down again here. And then it goes up, and then it comes down a little bit before it shoots up for us to sell here. And basically, when we are buying, we buy low and we sell high. We wait for it to come down, and then we buy low and then sell high. Now, when it is moving these, when it is making these down movements, we keep on buying because they are different. There are different prices there. And it means when it is going down, the prices have become cheaper. The prices have become cheaper. And when the prices are cheaper, it means we are going to buy more at lower prices. So that's why we don't want to put in all our money all at once in order to buy at an expensive price. So just imagine we bought from here. This is where we entered the trade from, and then it goes down. Someone who has put margin calls here, he will buy. Then if it keeps going down, it reaches here, he buys. Reaches here, he buys. Reaches here, he buys. So when it is coming up again, this person is going to sell what he bought here, what he bought here, what he bought here, and then here. Then for you who put in all your money all at once, you are here waiting for the trade to bounce back to find and it shoots up in order for you to sell. Someone who bought in margins, someone who bought using those the margins, the calls, and all we call them the quantities, different quantities at different levels or at different drops. This person has made more money than you. And this person hasn't stayed in the market for so long. You who put in all the money at once, you have stayed in the market all for so long. Why am I saying that someone who has bought with margins is not going to stay in the market for so long? It is because every time the market, the trade drops down, and then he makes a new buy at a low price. This price plus this one, they are added together and then divided by 2 to get a new average price. So when it buys again here, this price plus this one plus this price, they are going to be added together and then divided by 3 to get a new average price. The same way, when it moves down and then you have bought first buying amount, first call, second call, third call, and fourth call. These ones, when they are all bought, all the prices, the different prices they have been bought, they have bought those calls at, they are added together and then divided by 5 to get a new average price, which is always closer to the current price. Then the 5th margin call, the 6th and 7th, those ones, they are bought at a different price and they are treated as one position. For them, they can be sold alone. not like the first buy up to the fourth, which are sold all at once. These ones are sold at once. So if the trade has moved and it has ended here at the fourth margin call, and then it stays there for so long, and then it is not moving up to reach here in order to surpass to sell, you are going to stay there for so long. But someone who has bought 50th, 60th, 7th, and 8th will be selling down this way. It goes down, it buys, it goes up, he sells, and then this person will be making more profits. And that's why we always put our trades in sub-bin real-time settlement in order for the lower margin calls to be sold independently. It might not make too much sense until we go to the practicals, and allow me go there. Allow me go there, and then we see it practically. But before we go there, let me first divide the other than the 3% that we were looking at. I said we have we have a drop of 3%. And it means I'm going to put my first buying amount. I can say that my first call, I'm going to put the margin call drop at 0.5, second call 0.5, third call at 0.5, and then fourth call at 0.5. When I add these ones together, this is 0.5 times 4, that is 1%. Is it? This is 2%. And then I make my fifth margin call as 1%. The drop, I want the coin, I want that trade to drop by 1%, and then it buys. So which means I'll be having my 3% divided into 5 margin calls. And it means that trade, I'm going to have only 5 margin calls. Then I will divide the money that I am having depending on these ones, considering that I put much of my money in the 5th margin call because this one is treated independent, as an independent position. So someone is having $200 and you are going to divide your $200 in this trade. The first buying amount, I can put there $40. First margin call, I put $40. Here 40, and here 40, and here 40. So 40, that is 106. I think I've put too much money. I've put too much. I can put the first buy 40. Here I put 20. I put 0.5. Here 20, here 20, and here 20. That is 80 plus 40. That is 120. I have remained with the 80. Then I'll put my $80 here, such that even if the trade is rotating around here, as it goes down, it buys, as it goes up, it sells. $80, it is going to give me a 0.8. It will give me a 0.8 every time it makes a sale of 1.3. It will give me a 0.8. What if it rotates here and then it buys like 3 times? It means I'll make the 0.8 3 times. That is around $2.4. Before it shoots up to sell all these ones and I get out of the trade. I'll get out of this trade with more than $6. Yet someone who put all the $200 here, someone who put all the $200 in the first buying amount, all the 200, you'll have to wait. If the trade has gone down here, you'll have to wait until when it comes up and then it passes and then it goes up for you to make. Maybe if it was 2%, you'll make only $2. 2%, I mean 2% of 200, that is $4. Then me, who has been making these small sales in the sub sales, I will have made around $6. I've made more money than you. Maybe I've even made $10. It means I've made more money than you. Yet the trade was 1, the signal was 1, we entered at the same price, but me, I traded with margin calls. You did not trade with margin calls. Let's go practically and we see it. Let's go practically and we see it on the screen. If you are still following me, please, someone unmute and then you tell me that you are still following. And then we see.
Yes, we are still following, madam.
Okay,
I'm still following.
Okay, good. Now you can mute yourself.
This is Christmas. I'm waiting for you.
I'm following.
We are
Good.
following.
Hey, I've already made money. Look at $7. Hey. Hey, $7. I've made it already, and I don't want to use this trade. I want to use an account where there is a trade which is running. And let me see. Let me use here a trade, a relatively new trade. A relatively new account, and it's what I want us to use. This is Bernice Molimira 2020. I slide here, then after sliding, then I go. It is opening, then we are going to see it practically, and then we shall understand what I'm talking about. After this training, we don't want to see people again getting confused about the what? About the margin calls. When you get the coin, the signal has been sent, come to the strategy. When you come to the strategy, go to bots. Go to bots. We have now different bots, and another one is under construction. You people, before I continue, let me show you. I love Royal Q. We have always been, for the last coming to 2 years, we have been using Martingale strategy bot, buy separately and sell in a whole or separately. That is the margins. You are buying in margins. And then of late they introduced the green bot, buy low, sell high automatically by 24 hours. 7 days, 24 hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then I'm telling you, there is also another one under construction. It is coming very soon. Now, no one should lie to you that this business is going anywhere soon. No, we are still here. Before you know it, another one is going to come here and another one here until we shall make all this page full of our bots. So the only thing we are going to do, stay here and let's stay here, learn, study, stay in the Zooms, attend the trainings, learn each and everything. We are going to be having a variety. You can use the martingale strategy, you can use the green bot, and then another one which is coming. And then for now, we are using this one. For now, we are using this one. This one, the grid bot, we are still studying it. We are still perfecting it. As soon as we are perfect about it, we shall come and then teach each and everyone, such that everyone will be having an alternative. So when you always come here, go to Martingale strategy, then come to this next. This next here, this next, which is down, click there. Then it is going to give you all the coins, the number of coins. I said you can choose the coins. You can look for the coins depending on, you can choose coins depending on either the prices or the changing percentage. You can say, I want to look at the changing percentage, and then you see the top performing to the least performing. You can also click above, and then you see the least performer, and then from the least performer, and then to the, yesterday we saw IOST. Yesterday, it was performing so well. And the other time, you remember when I said, when you are to choose a trade using this kind of a strategy, that I go to the trades and then I just click here to find the worst performer. And then I said, you look at 5 of them, the least ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are they moving away? The least performer. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from the 5, choose those ones that performed well 2 days back. Don't trade them. Then you can choose from the rest. And then go and trade. For those ones who do not know how to get a signal, as simple as that. Very early in the morning, go to the changing percentage. The one which is worst performer, the ones which are having the biggest negative. Make sure that the past 2 days you were on the market, you saw which coin performed the best in the last 2 days. Don't trade that one, go for another one. 2 days, yesterday IOST performed very well. I'm seeing CRV, Ion, don't tamper, that one is dying off, RSR. Then MDX also performed very well. Then you can choose from those ones. You can say, let me go with this ISP, and then you trade that one. But that is not our main thing today. We had a signal which was saying GMT. And then the moment you click on the trade, you want to put in a signal. The first thing you have to do, we have said, and we are having $500, $200. And then we are going to say our first buy is going to be $40. That is 20%. Yes, that is our 20%. Our 20% of the, that is our 20% of the $200. And then we have said we are going to have 5 margin calls because we are going to divide into 3%. And then according to the signal, let me see whether it is still there. According to the signal, they have told us that we take 2%. Always when you go to the signal, this is the name of the coin that you are going to trade. Take 2%, it means you sell at 2% from the buying price. And this one price, it means that is the price we are going to buy at. And then the margin call drop, it is 3%. After you have seen that one, run back. And then they have said 2%. We are going to sell at 2%, take 2%. Now, call position, take profit, call back. It means as soon as this trade hits, the 2%, maybe if we bought the trade from here, and then it is going to move, and the 2% is here, in order for it to sell. As soon as it hits here, the robot is not going to sell as soon as that. It has to wait whether this trade, it has ended here, now it is going down. If it surpasses here, it is waiting as it goes, and then it goes a slight moving down, then it sells. So what you have put here in the whole position, take profit, call back, it's what it will move. If it was moving upwards, then if you had put 0.3, a slight down movement of 0.3%, then it will sell. If it came here and then it hit here and then it didn't go beyond as it is moving down, what you put here, it is what sell. So the bigger the percentage you put there, the bigger money you are going to lose after hitting. I will always advise put there 0.01. Don't put 0.0. When you put just 0, the robot will find its own call back, and then it will charge, it will take too much. And then you will see that, we said you go to your trade transaction record and say, this trade was at 2%, but I'm saying it's only at 1.6. Where did the 0.4 go? Remember, if you had left here 0.1.7, it has not reached 2% because of the callback that you put there. Another thing you have to look at is this one, the margin configuration. Now, in the margin configuration, this is where our today's topic is. Here and here. That is where our today topic is. Margin calls. What do these two things mean? One of them is margin call drop and multiple buy-in ratio. What do they mean? This one and this one. Now, margin call drop, that is the percentage you want the trade to drop in order for the robot to buy for you the next time, to buy for you the other time, to buy for you another time, to buy for you another time, to buy for you another time, according to the margin call drop percentage, which was given in the signal. Now, for example, in our trade, they said the margin call drop was 3%, was 3%. And now we divided our 3%. We said our 3% is going to be the first margin call, we are going to say 0.5. Then the second margin call, we said, let us put 0.5. And then this one, the drop, we said 0.5. Our 4 margin calls, the drop is 0.5. And then the 4th margin call is 0.5. Then the 5th margin call, we said, let it be 1%. When you add this plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, they give you the 3%, which was said in the signal. That is the margin call drop. How big, which percentage that you want the coin to drop in order for the robot to buy for you again. Then after that, the multiple buy-in ratio, that is the number of times that you want. How much money do you want the robot to buy with every time it makes a call? For example, we said we are having $200. Our first buying amount, we said we are buying with $40. What does it mean? We have remained with $160. That is the money we have remained with. Now the $160, we are going to divide it into these 5 margin calls. And then we said, don't put too much money in the first margin call, second, third, and 4th, because those ones are going to be sold together with the first buy in amount, which is $40. Now, in this case, when you reach here, what are you going to do? We said here, we want to put there $220. That is 0.5. 0.5 over the first, our first buying amount is $40. When you divide $40 by 2, you will get 20, and 20 is 0.5. Hoping that you are following me. Then even on the second one, the second call, we are going to put 0.5 because we want it to buy with $20, 0.5, 0.5. So which is 20, this one is 20. This one is $20, this one is 20, this one is 20, this one is 20. Our first buying amount was 40. So these ones, they are going to be sold together. And how much is this one? This is 40 plus 20, that is 60, 80, 100, 120. That is 120. We have remained with the $80. So the $80 is going to be put in the 5th margin call. And then we put it there. And then we say that one, 80, it is going to be 2. Because the first buying amount is 40, which means this one, it is going to buy 2 times, that is $80. When you are done with that, come down here and confirm. After confirming, go to the buy and call back. Buy and call back means, as I have bought, the first call has been bought, and now when we are to buy another call, what is going to happen? When we are to buy another call, as the price to buy another call is reached at, the robot has to wait to see whether this trade is still dropping down so that it buys at a more cheaper price. Or it has only ended there and now it is turning back to go back. If it is still going down, the moment it does a small return back to go up, that one, the percentage you put here, it determines where it is going to buy from. If you put 0.5, so when it had gone down and the price was too cheap, So as it is turning back, in order for it to buy, it has to wait at 0.5%, then it buys. It means it is going to buy for you at a relatively higher price. Yet, if you had put a smaller percentage here, so as it is dropping, a slight change at 0. Let's say I put 0.1, then it buys. That is the meaning of the buying callback. Now the distributed take profit, that is, I said the 5th, 6th, 7th, and the other calls, those ones, they are sold independently. So you distribute them here, and they are mainly sold at, or we always want them to be sold at 1.3. 1.3. As it is goes down, I always tell you these trades, they move down by 1.5. And then on coming up, they move up by 1.3%. So if you put your margin calls to be sold at 1.3, it will keep on selling them. Going down 1.5, it buys. Going up by 1.3, it sells. Going down and selling. Going down by going up, getting up, sell. And that's what is going to happen. So if you had put 10 margin calls, here you will find 5 sub positions, 6, 7, 10. So these ones, they are here according to the margin calls that you put. Because in our trade, we put 5 margin calls. That's why we are having only 1 sub position. Then lastly, sub position take profit. Again, this one is the same as I said, as I talked about the call position take profit. As the 1.3 is hit to sell the 5th or 6th margin call, it has to wait. Is it still going up or it is going down? So what you put here determines how far it will drop in order for it to sell. So always put a smaller percentage, put a smaller percentage in order for a slight drop, and you sell. A slight drop and your trade is sold. Make sure that the strategy period is in 1 shot. After you have done that, you come up here. As you have done that, you come up here, that thing that is for saving, and then you save. Before we could have a word that save, but these days after the upgrade, now it is that box. You click on it, and then after clicking on it, it means you have saved your strategy. You have saved your strategy, and then confirm. After confirming, come back here, and then go back to yours. Before you start the trade, go back and check. Always be mindful of these things. Before you start the trade, check the price. Friends, check the price which is in the signal, and this price, and the price which is in the, and the current price which is in the trade. Check the price in the signal, which is 0.439. Then the current price is 0.4477. 0.4477, while the signal, the price in the signal is 0.439. What does that mean? The current price is higher than the price in the signal. What does it mean? It means either this trade left you, or the trade is still high. They gave us a price, a preset price. We are waiting for the trade to come down, for the prices to come down in order for the robot to buy. When you find that the current price is higher than the price in the signal, then come here. Come here. First preset buying price. Click there and put the price which is in the signal, which is 0.439. You are putting a pending order. You want the prices to move from, here to come to this one in order for the robot to buy for you. And after you have done that one, then you go and click start. And then click create. When you click create, then you have put a pending order. When you go back to your strategy and then you click on running, you are going to find there a trade which is like this. It is still having 00, meaning it is a pending order. You want the prices to move from up where they are to come down to pick your trade. What if I find that this price, what if I find that the current price is lower than the price in the signal? In this case, if you find that the current price is lower, that is the best bet, because it means you are even going to buy at a cheaper price. You are going to buy at a cheaper price, and then which means you are standing bigger chances of getting out of the trade before others. I always see people saying, we also, as soon as Emirati shared the signal, I put it in, but some people have gotten out of the trade, others are not yet out of the trade. That person who goes out of the trade before, it means that person entered at a relatively lower price. Maybe just because someone had more money and then he put more margin calls, and then he made the average price come closer to the current price. All this person entered the trade relatively at a lower price than the price which was in the signal. This person found when the prices are lower than the price in the current price, and then he entered. So it means that person can get out before others. As soon as you have seen that the current price is lower, just start the trade, go on and trade. I don't know whether I have done something today and then people have understood a little bit of the margin calls. I want to have some questions and then we see. I want to have a few questions before we continue to see another thing.
Hi.
Let me first read what is in the chat, and then we continue. Someone says, Madam, what if you put 0 instead of 0.3 in the buying callback? Does it affect the trade? Yes, it affects the trade because the robot will get its callback by itself. It doesn't have to be 0. That is how the financial systems are. So there must be a callback. A callback shouldn't be 0. If you put 0, the robot will find its own callback depending on the orders which are there. So it is always important to be specific and you tell it. Put 0.01, put 0.1, but I prefer putting 0.01 in order. When you have given the robot the instructions, it will do exactly what you have told it. Someone saying, please, I'm not seeing your screen. I don't know why for you have not been seeing, others have been seeing it. I don't know whether now at last you saw it. Anthony says, do I have to start margin calls on every trade? It is good manners to trade with margin calls because the trade can move to any direction, anytime. The market can change anytime. You can start the trade when it is showing that it is going up, and then in the next few minutes it goes down. And then if you have not put margin calls, then for you it will not buy more at lower prices. So others with the margin calls, they will buy more at cheaper prices, and then they'll make more money than you. So it is good manners to trade with margin calls because you are safeguarding yourself in case a trade goes against you. You have a plan B. And then what is the advantage of callbacks? The advantage of callbacks, that is a financial system. A financial system, when these markets are moving, they are moving up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you have set your take profit, It is not automatic that the robot will find a buyer who is buying at exactly the price that you put. So what it does, it keeps waiting to see whether is it still going up, and then it gets a buyer who is somewhere higher, somewhere there. Or when it is going down, it has to see that the exact price that you put, have not found a buyer to buy at that exact price, but there is someone who is close. So if you had put a call back, and then you find someone who has put in an order to buy at where your callback is, then the robot will fill in your order, and then you will get money. So it is of great advantage. You have to do it, because financial markets, and even when these markets are moving, it is not, they move at a very high speed. So that's why when you put those breezers, it has options. It has options of where to choose from. Job says the first time is always for seeing stars, but you are a good facilitator. I'm getting more interested. Thank you so much, Job. Please come again. I don't know whether you are just a guest. You are not yet a member. If you are not yet a member, the language that I'm using might be a little bit stars indeed, as you have said, but I'm happy you are interested. Niwabine says, how do I increase margin calls in relation to return rate, especially when the price is reducing? Okay, let me first answer that one, Niwabine. Just in case you have had a trade, it was moving, and then you really see that, the truth is, I put 5 margin calls, but this trade is still going down and I still have some money. For example, let us take an example of this trade. We have this trade which is moving, and then we expected the margin call drop was maybe 5%, but now it has gone up to 7%. And I have my $100 maybe. I can add into this trade. What do? It is very simple. I go click on the trade, and then I come to trade settings. When I come to trade settings, I click there. When I click there, I click edit. As I click edit, and then I can give in more instructions. I can say, at first I had put 7 margin calls. Please, I am adding more 3. Let them be 10. And then I go to when you are adding margin calls, go to the margin configuration and then give new instructions. At first they were ending at 7, then the 8th call. Are you still wanting when it drops by 1%, or you want to change? Are you putting at 2% or 1.5, or you are putting at 0.5? It depends on what you want, and then the number of times that you want it to buy. If it is 1 time, if it is 0.5, or it is to buy 5 times, it is you to choose. After that, confirm. After confirming, before you do any other thing, please come back and save. If you don't save, it means the new instructions that you have given it, the robot will not see them. So it is always important you come back and save. When you save, confirm. You have given it new instructions. Then it will work with the new instructions that you have given it. Oh. Do I have more? How do I increase margin calls in relation? Okay, I've seen that one. I've responded to that one. If you have questions, please keep them coming. And now the room is open for questions, as I will be answering. The room is open for questions. Just unmute yourself or put up your hand. Then we choose. I call your name and then you ask. Let me start with Brenda. Yes, Brenda.
No, Madam Harriet.
Yes, please.
Like, why does these days, like, a margin call sell? After one margin call, like, sells, all the records go the other side, the daily records. Why? By the other time, like, if margin call sells, all the money be there. Then after the coin sell, all the money then goes to the daily record. to the daily record.
Okay, that one depends on the strategy that you gave it, the strategy mode that you chose. Let me give you an example here. If you go here to the strategy mode and then you choose sub-bin and you choose sub-bin mode, even if your trade is having 10 margin calls, the other 5 margin calls which are sold independently, they will be sold. You will see them in the news. You will see in the news that there is a new sale. Even in the transaction record, you will see that there is a sale, but you will not see the money in the revenue details until when all the trade sells out, and then you will see it displayed all at once. And where is that one? Let us see it. It is here. It is even put here. It is put here, and then Royal Q always gives it. And then it says, Royal Q said, I'm going to read it for you. Royal Q said, it is here. While using sub-bin mode, profit will only be shown after all positions are closed. Profit will directly go to your exchanger balance, but you will not see it here until the whole trade is closed. I don't know whether people you have understood my point. When you have put your strategy mode in sub-bin, as it sells, you will see in the news feed here, you will see that there is a buy, there is a sell, there is a sell, there is a sell, but you will not see that. You don't see the profits here. They will not even be displayed here. They will not even be displayed here, neither here, until when all that coin is sold, and then it will be displayed all at once here. But the profits all will be in your exchanger. That is the beauty about it. And when you have put your trade in, if you have put your trade in whole warehouse, if you have put your trade in whole warehouse, it means you want, even if it buys 10 margin calls, you want all of them to be sold all at once. Even if they are 20 margin calls, you want them to be sold all at once, no sub sales. All you are selling warehouse, you are selling wholesale, but retail, you want wholesale. Sub-bin, no display of profits until the end of the trade. And then sub-bin real-time settlement, it means it is only the first buying amount, first margin call, second, third, and fourth, which are going to be sold all at once. But the fifth and the others, they are going to be sold independently. That's why it is sub-bin real-time settlement. Brenda, I don't know whether I have answered you very well. Always check your strategy mode in case you see that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Crispus says, thank you so much. Crispus, I am happy you have attended. I told you today's training is for you alone. The others just escorted you. Irene says, Madam Harriet, can you please try to share again on how to see the performance of a coin and how to differentiate between the good and bad performance of a coin? Okay. And then Naroga Chizito says, please, can we have this video presentation on YouTube because some of us came late? Yes, I have recorded it and then you are going to find it. We are going to upload it. She says, can you share more about you want to see the bad performers and then good performers? Go to strategy. When you go to strategy, go to bots. When you go to bots, go to Martingale strategy. Click there. When you click there, come to this next down here. When you click on it, it is going to bring for you the coins. The coins, you can differentiate them using last price. You can also differentiate them using change in percentage. If you want to look at their performance when it according to prices, come here, click on either this one which is pointing down. It means it is giving you from top to down, and it is saying BTC, it is the most expensive, it is at 24. YFI, it is at 7,000. Ethereum is at 1,000. YFII, it is at 1,300. BNB is 313. Whereas for you, if you want to get a trade, if you know how a little bit of how to choose a trade, go to change here. Go to change here. Choose from there. You can put on the smaller one, the one which is pointing down. It will show you. When it brings the green first, it means it is giving you the one performing best on top. And then when you click on the other one pointing up, it is giving you the worst performer. Look at the first 5, 6, or 7, and then from there, choose, eliminate the last, the 2 or 3 that performed well the past 2, 3 days. Don't trade those ones now because they went up so high. Now they are going down. They are going down to people are selling. They bought and bought and bought and bought, and then the saturation was too much. Now they are selling and selling and selling and selling, and then the prices are going down. Don't enter that trade. Don't enter that coin. Look for another one. As simple as that. As simple as that. But again, if you don't know how to look at the market like the previous, you don't know how to follow the market, wait. The Game Changers is a very good team. We have signals on a daily basis on the team. Wait for the signal on the group. Irene, I think I have answered you. Brian is putting up his hand. Please ask, Brian.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, how are you? Sorry, I forgot to lower it.